In this video, we will talk about Lesson 2.1, which is Variables and Data Classification. What you should learn in Lesson 2.1. First, how to distinguish variables as qualitative data and quantitative data. Second, how to classify quantitative data as discrete variables and continuous variables. What is a variable? A variable is a characteristic or attribute that can assume different values. Examples may include gender, it may take male and female. We also have age, of course, depending upon the age. We also have birth month, example January, February, March. And we also have zodiac sign, grades, and address. Variables whose values are determined by chance are called random variables. Say, for example, if our variable is gender, then our random variables will be male and female. Variables can be qualitative or quantitative variables. These are the types of data or variables. First type is qualitative data, which consists of attributes, labels, or non-numerical entries. And the second type of variable is quantitative data, which consists of numerical measurements or counts. Let us try to examine example number 1. Classify data by type. The suggested retail price of several Ford vehicles are shown in the table. Which data are qualitative data and which data are quantitative data? Explain your reasoning. Based on the table, the information show that these data sets can be separated. One data set contains the name of vehicle models. That is on the left side. We have Focus Sedan, Fusion, Mustang, Edge, Flex, Escape, Hybrid, Expedition, and F450. And the other contains the suggested retail prices of vehicle models. The names are non-numerical entries, so these data are qualitative data. The suggested retail price are numerical entries, so these are quantitative data. Let us discuss qualitative variables into details. These variables can be placed into distinct categories according to some characteristic or attribute. Example, if subjects are classified according to gender, male or female, then the variable gender is qualitative. Other examples of qualitative variables are religious preferences and geographic locations. Quantitative data, on the other side, are numerical and can be ordered or ranked. For example, the variable age is numerical. The people can be ranked in order according to the value of their ages. Other examples of quantitative variables are heights, weights, and body temperatures. And we can arrange this from highest to lowest or lowest to highest. Quantitative variables can be further classified into two groups, discrete and continuous. Discrete variables can be assigned values such as 0, 1, 2, 3, and are said to be countable. Examples of discrete variables are number of children in a family, the number of students in a classroom, the number of schools in Bukidnon, and the number of schools received each day. They are usually expressed in whole numbers, no decimals, no fractions, because based on the first example, the number of children in a family, there is no 1/2 kid, there is no 0.3 kid. That is why this is expressed in whole numbers. Continuous variables, on the other side, can assume an infinite number of values in an interval between two specific values obtained by measuring. For example, temperature in North Pole, height of a grade 7 students, average speed of internet connection, and weight of chicken weekly. So here in continuous variable, there is a possibility that there is a decimal. So for example, temperature in North Pole. You cannot say that it is exactly a whole number. Height of a grade 7 students. If you are measuring this, there is a possibility that it is not a whole number, as well as the average speed of internet connection. And you are going to measure this, or there is an instrument that you are going to use in order to get the values. As a summary, data can be subdivided into two, which is qualitative, which is categories, and on the other side, quantitative, which deals with numbers. And quantitative data is further subdivided into discrete and continuous. Discrete are countable, while continuous are measured. Let us try to answer some exercises in letter A. Determine whether the data are qualitative or quantitative. If quantitative, classify if it's discrete or continuous. Number 1, name of internet provider. You will only list the providers, say for example, Globe and PLDT. Therefore, this is a qualitative data. Number 2, text messages sent in a week. I believe there are no categories with this one. Probably we are going to count the number of text messages. Therefore, we can qualify this as quantitative data. And we are counting the text messages sent in a week. Therefore, this is discrete data. Number 3, time in hours spent in surfing the internet per week. Time in hours. This is number. Therefore, this is quantitative. So it says here, internet surfing per week. So we are going to get the average. So if we are going to get the average, most likely we are going to get some decimals. So if we are going to measure, if we are going to calculate, we consider this as continuous data. Number 4, number of online purchases made in a month. From the word itself, number, so we can classify this as quantitative data. And we can count the number of purchases made in a month, so we consider this as discrete data. Number 5, whether the individual has a Facebook account. This is like answering yes or no. So we are going to have this as qualitative data. Number 6, number of bicycles sold in 1 year by a large sporting goods. So the word itself, number, so we consider this as quantitative data. And we can count, and we have a record how many bicycles sold in 1 year, so we consider this as discrete data. Number 7, speed of internet connection. We are going to measure this in order to provide data. So this is a quantitative data and continuous data. Number 8, average height of basketball players. So height, we are going to measure this, and average, we are going to calculate this, and this involves numbers. So this is quantitative data and continuous data. Now it's your time to answer letter B. Comment your answers below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something today. Bye-bye.